tell me that you've never posted a horrifically Facetune photo on your Instagram with full confidence, you are lying. I've posted things with bent ass poles, floors warping into walls,
hurricanes happening in the background.
Oh my God. I have caused natural disasters on Instagram.
With a legacy built on blood and suffering, it's no surprise that the Cashtown Inn is considered one of the most haunted inns in America.
Both of us are thinking, oh my God, there is somebody in this house. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Like, what are we gonna do? There's no lights on. You can hear like kitchen cabinets opening and closing, everything. And that is the most scared that I've ever been in my entire life, because I am just laying on the couch thinking, this is the night that we die. My brother is not going to know what happened to us. I think we should start this off in no other ways than in a cheers.
I can't move my head. So.
You know what? Cheers to you, Brooke, for having the patience to come on this ass world tour with me. And I'm going to be honest, I really thought it was a good idea, and I stand behind the fact that it's a good idea. However, we are so sleep deprived at the moment. We thought we were going to film this on Friday. It is officially 12:01 on a Saturday. Good morning. Hey.
And if there's one thing I have, it's patience. But I'm also running on no sleep because Morgan keeps bringing me to haunted locations that are keeping me up all night. So I'm scared. And I keep waking up every hour to bumps in the night, and I get nervous.
And then I wake up. I can't see you. Sorry, keep going.
Me side-eyeing you. If I'm side-eyeing you, no, I'm not. But no, I am having so much fun.
No, we're having the time of our lives. Fun. I think that it was just once we got to the point that we realized, oh my God, it's 11 p.m. Oh my God, we have to do labubu makeup. Oh my God, it's been my dream all year to be dressed up as a labubu in my labu boots.
It was like that really stressful TikTok sound. Like that's what was all that was playing in my head. Like, holy we're running out of time. This is supposed to be prom. This is Halloween prom.
So we are at the one and only Cashtown Inn. And if you've never heard of the Cashtown Inn, don't worry. My friend Brooke Barry has come with an entire history lesson to you to tell you why there are ghosty ghoulies haunting this place.
Yeah,
because
what we're doing
at the end of the day, okay, this is not a history tour. This is a ghosty ghoulie tour. And
we're delivering.
We're delivering. Okay. But there is a history that has to be unpacked. Okay. Yes. But I just want you to envision the scene. All right. Set yourself up in our shoes. Okay. We have traveled to rural Pennsylvania. Okay. It was a long flight. It was a nice long flight. We were on the other side of the country. We were on the East Coast, which, by the way, I have never met more friendly people in my life than I have in the state of Pennsylvania. I know I say this everywhere I go. I love Pennsylvania. I'm moving.
And also half of this state is named after her. There's Morgantown. We're in Adams County. Like,
we're in Adams County,
for
dude.
Here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Every time I'll do that to my brother all the time. I'll say, oh my God. I've
never heard you say dude before.
I'm going into... If you're wondering why there's people running above our heads, it's because there's ghosts here. Okay, anyway, every time I say to my brother, oh my God, dude, he's like, I'm not your dude, I'm your brother. And I'm like, oh, right. No, I'm going into a different form right now. I'm transcending into a different person.
It's the ears. It's an antenna. It's actually the ring.
It's the ring. It's being strapped to the bed.
Have we even told them what the fuck we're dressed up as?
No. Of course not. Why would we do that? Why? If you haven't noticed, Brooke and I dressed up for you. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
It was my one and only request of this entire season. I said, Brooke, I'm willing to show up and show out for 5 different Halloween episodes in 5 different Halloween locations. I have one request. I must dress up as a labubu. And if I don't, I'm not doing it.
And I said, okay, but only if it's cute. So we scoured the internet. These fuck-ass costumes were $1,300. And ugly.
Like full furry suits, though. Not the ones we're wearing.
No, they were so ugly. So then I said, no. I said, all bets are off. I'm a dream crusher. But one day I thought to myself, what is the one website that sells slutty ass costumes? And I remembered Dolls Kill.
Oh,
And
I haven't been on a doll's kill in years.
And I thought to
forgot about her.
myself, surely Mother Doll's Kill is going to deliver. And what did I see on the homepage? Sexy Labubu. And I said, it's on, baby. It's on.
I get mad at myself all the time because often I do think of some good business schemes, you know, once in every few months, I think of a good scheme. 6 months ago, I said, you know, it would be really smart. Someone needs to make a Labubu costume and start drop shipping it on Amazon. I should have done it. This could have been my year that I became big rich. And guess what? Nope. Here I am sitting chained to the bed instead.
Jeff Bezos owes you a check, girl.
Back to 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, lock in. Everyone, eyes. Okay. Are we back?
So we are at the Cashtown Inn. We have been treated with nothing but kindness since we've gotten here. Okay. But I want you to remember it's like a bed and breakfast. It's like somebody's house. Like somebody lives here. We are in a full ass inn, right? Mm-hmm. So you come, you get greeted by the guy who owns it. He's like, oh, I sent cheese to your room. I sent wine to your room. Okay. And then he's like, what are you guys doing tonight? And I said, I don't know what we're doing tonight. And he said, oh, well, we're open for dinner. And I was like, Brooke, we cannot possibly miss dinner. I didn't know it was going to be a full ass restaurant. Okay.
It's so cute.
We're sitting at dinner, knowing that we just flew to rural Pennsylvania because ChatGPT told me that this hotel, motel, Holiday Inn might be a little spooky. All right. We are fully planning on like, what kind of makeup are we going to do in our Labubu outfits when we film our pod in the haunted motel room, giving a full speech on why can't people just act normal.
Yeah, well, we're sitting at the restaurant and I'm venting about this friend of mine, ex-friend of mine, I guess, who just like really switched up. And I said, isn't it a damn shame people just can't be themselves?
She really pulled an Uno reverse on you.
Can't be normal, like, you know, just casually like themselves, authentic. And we looked at each other and we said, as if we can be the fucking judge of normal.
No, we're sitting at this table for like 5 minutes and we're like, God, how hard is it to just act normal?
Be yourself.
How hard is
dreams? It? And we're like, our dream, the dream in question. Like, we're out here moral police. We're out here personality checking people.
I'm out here normal clocking people. Why can't she just be normal?
We're
Why
personality checking in Labubu costumes. Like, fuck off. What you need to know about where we're sitting is ChatGPT told Morgan that this was one of the most, if not the most haunted inn or hotel in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And what did Morgan do? She booked it. She booked it and said, oh, by the way, we're going to Gettysburg. Okay. Oh, let me. All right, cool. So there I was. Barbecue sauce on my titties. There I was. And I said, all right, it's time to go. It's time to go to Gettysburg. Hopped on a plane. We show up here and we're seated at this. Hold on. I'm telling them what you did.
What did I do?
She says,
oh, when I was having a giggle fest earlier?
Yeah, time for a power nap. I said, okay.
Sometimes 3 p.m. is when I get the giggles.
We also had like 2 Dr. Peppers. It was a long road trip.
I had the giggles bad today, like really bad.
It was so funny. We're laying in bed. She's giggling, egging me on. So I'm giggling. We're giggling. And then she'd go, no, seriously, Brooke, we have to nap. No, seriously, Brooke, shut up. We have to nap. I'm like, okay, yeah, we have to nap.
I said it's going to be a long day. We have to take a nap. And then I kept instigating the giggle fest to go on even longer. And what was I even giggling about?
Her little piggies latching onto my leg. She goes, it was a ghost. It was a ghost. I go, get off me. We have to nap. So 30 minutes
I'm like pitter pattering on things. I'm like, what was that?
Stop.
Oh my God, Frick, I'm going to fuck with you so hard tonight.
I'll kill you. Don't. I'm nervous. So
did you write down my concepts?
Yes.
I'm giving Brooke concepts. I'm like, hey, I'm taking a nap right now. Can you like write that down?
She goes, hey, you're the note girl. All right, damn. You're the note girl. Write this down. I said, all right, shit.
Did I stereotype you as a type A person? I said, what? You're the note girl. I'm taking a nap.
Come on, note girl. Like it's derogatory. Note girl's mean. Oh, okay. Damn.
Get your notes app out.
Come on, organized bitch. All right.
Come on, you type A.
Type A slur. This note is titled Cashtown Inn Plan, made at like 3:05 p.m. Number 1, Gen Z history lesson for the Civil War soldiers. Starting off
Wait.
strong.
Oh, but do you want to do a history of this place before we get into my giggle fest?
Yes. I'll make it brief. Basically,
Are you going to tell everyone about Anklegate? I don't know where you're going. Sorry, I'll let you get there.
Anklegate?
How I like to, you know.
What's Anklegate? Morgan?
I thought we...
Morgan? Is that you?
I don't think Morgan's here anymore, dude.
I'm so scared. I locked in.
I thought you were getting to what we were talking about at dinner, which was how sometimes, before we get into the history, this is my confession for the day. I don't think I realized that it was not like a normal thing to
That's
do.
on the note. That's number 4 on the note. And the note, or no, that's number 3. Morgan cosplaying as a ghost, i.e. the ankle grabber method. The ankle grabber method.
Let me just tell you guys the funniest thing you could possibly do.
Hold on. So we're at dinner. We're at dinner, personality checking people as we do.
I'm just a prankster.
And Morgan's like thinking about it. She goes, you know what? Add this to the list. Who you would haunt or where you would haunt and why.
Great question.
That's what you asked it. That was a great question. She asked it. So that she said that's number 2 on the list. And she goes, I already know what I would do. Like I would fuck with people as a ghost. She goes,
I would love nothing more.
Yeah.
Dude,
she goes, I would fuck with
dude.
I would fuck with people as a ghost. She goes, well, I kind of already fuck with people. Like, have I told you how I grab people's ankles in bathrooms?
No, I'm telling you guys, there is nothing funnier. If you want to like see someone's true colors just shine, you know, like, okay, I'm going to give you a situation. Okay. I'm going to tell you about Anklegate.
What you did to Lizzie. Tell them what you did to Lizzie right now. Fess up.
Well, listen, I'm just a girl that likes to have fun, okay? And sometimes I can feel the mood drifting away and I like to bring some life back, you know? Today when we were on our drive, it took us 2 hours to get here. I was like, we got a detour, get a Dr. Pepper. I can feel the mood slipping, okay?
Yeah, she can vibe check.
Sometimes when you're at like, I don't know, a mall or a sporting event or a theme park, you know, something where you're going to a public bathroom with someone, like you can start to feel the vibe drop about 2.5 hours in.
A public bathroom is a sad place.
A public bathroom is a sad place. And I feel like we can take sadness and turn it into like let's liven it up a little bit, right? So sometimes when I see like, you know, when you're in a bathroom line and like your friend goes in front of you, okay? For an example, we were at Universal Studios and Lizzie, our dear pregnant friend, goes
pregnant friend. Okay.
Oh, she doesn't give a fuck that she's pregnant. She's fine. You know what? I'm declaring it here. Lizzie's fine.
No, the pregnant was you picking on a pregnant lady.
Right. I'm the problem.
Right. You're picking on a pregnant lady, but okay. Go on.
So Lizzie goes in the bathroom first. And keep in mind, this woman always has her feet out. I love Lizzie more than anything. This woman insists on having her toes out. So I look under the stall because I go in after her and I'm like, oh God, Lizzie doesn't know that I'm next to her, but I can see those dogs hanging out. I know those toes from a mile away.
She's asking for it. Is what you're saying.
She's asking for it. So I reach my hand under the stall and I give a good grasp to the ankle, like hard, and she gives like a screech, like an animal, like a yelp, and I thought it was so funny. And then I was telling Brooke, I was like, then I realized, oh, that's a really funny thing to do when the mood's dropping. So I tried it out on my mom. And I go into the public bathroom
in an airport,
and I follow my mom in there. God bless her. I always let her go first. Respect your elders, girls and gays at home. Mm-hmm. She goes in the bathroom and I'm like, I'm going to do the AGM, the angle grab method. And and my mom, I reach under and I give her a nice little squeeze and she goes, occupied. As if like someone was like,
As if that's why they were grabbing the ankle to check if it was in use. Like he's like, oh no.
that's my story of the week. I'm an ankle grabber, and I think it's funny. Okay,
So just know,
none of your
Morgan,
ankles are safe around me.
A. B. If Morgan's ever a ghost, ankles aren't safe with you in the afterlife either.
Picture this: you're a ghost, right?
Okay.
You're coming back to haunt the place that did you wrong. Okay,
I know where I'm going.
somewhere dark, somewhere where you experienced something bad, right?
Middle school.
If some people came like trespassing or just to dink around, oh my god, the way that I would fuck with them, and I would think it was so funny. I would like whistle at them and be like, so I would have so much fun.
Oh my god. I said, Morgan, you can't be a ghost. You're coming to heaven with me. I'm bringing you along. And she goes, I can't be a ghost and go to heaven. I go, no. She goes, all right.
Is that a thing?
In like Christianity, I guess it depends on what you believe. In the Christian like doctrine, you're like in heaven or you're not. Like,
Oh, right. Well, at the history lesson today, he did say that a lot of souls get stuck here, and he believes it's because they didn't have like a proper burial.
which could be.
So their souls didn't realize like, oh, it's time to move on.
So
Okay, back to the history lesson. Sorry, I'm derailing us.
no, this is, are y'all keeping up? Keep up.
Has anything we said made sense? Welcome to the Halloween episode.
Yeah. Welcome to PODOWEEN. So basically we walk into the inn and the nice man says, there will be a history talk this evening. I love history.
Brooke is a history geek.
I love history. I
Our
love
queen history.
learning about random shit. Like, I love it. So this is right up my alley. But prior to the history talk, I did do some research that I was thinking we could get into.
Oh, I think we
people
have
know
to
where
get into
we
it,
are.
which
Okay.
I'm a little scared about because I think where we're at is a very controversial topic. But I
Oh.
want you to know that we're approaching it in a way of this is just the factual history,
Y'all,
not, oh, we're here to see the scene. We came
Y'all-
here for the spooky spook.
if we're still calling the Civil War controversial, we might need to look into that.
Brooke has prepared a beautiful scrumdiddlyumptious history lesson for us, and I think it's all valuable information, and we should all take a Halloween second to clock the fuck in on some history. My friend has a history lesson. You better be nice.
Hi, I'm here to give my history report. We're currently at the Cashtown Inn.
I'm actually really excited to hear.
Here's my spiel. This spiel was originally much longer, but I shortened it a lot.
Did you?
I did. So I'm going to start with the history and then we'll get into the paranormal stuff after the history.
Oh, God.
Okay. Just 8 miles west of Gettysburg, along the old Chambersburg Turnpike, stands the Cashtown Inn, a tavern built sometime between 1797 and 1806. For more than 2 centuries, it has served for travelers, soldiers, and later paranormal investigators. Its first innkeeper had one simple policy: cash only. No bartering, no promises. The inn soon earned the nickname Cashtown, and in time, the surrounding village adopted the name too. For years, the inn offered food, beds, and a natural spring in its cellar, advertised as pure mountain air and a daily bath in fine waters. But by the summer of 1863, the inn's purpose shifted from hospitality to survival. Confederate troops under General Robert E. Lee marched north into Pennsylvania, pressing towards Gettysburg. As thousands of soldiers poured through Cashtown, the inn became a headquarters for the Army of Northern Virginia. Generals A.P. Hill, John Ibogan, and Henry Heth all stayed within its walls. Confederate flags flew in the outside. The ovens in the basement churned out bread for the troops, and orders for war were drafted upstairs. So for everyone who doesn't remember, Civil War recap. Recap of the Civil War check. The Union Army, or the Federal Army, was the North, who were very industrial forward, human rights forward. And then the Confederates were pro-slavery and known as the Confederate Army. And so that was the army from the South.
Boo.
Boo. Duh. Confederates were trying to invade the North to try and like kind of overtake the North so that they could be in control. At that point, the Southern states, the Confederacy, had their own president, their own like government. Like they had started basically like a bootleg like United States government that obviously the North had. And they got way too fucking cocky. And so when they tried to invade the North, all of the people obviously up here. We're like, hell no. But what's really interesting is because of Gettysburg having specific natural resources, such as like they had big fires that they can make like iron in, the Confederacy got a little bold, and that's why they came up here, which is insane. So they took the inn over. The inn wasn't like given to them; it was overtaken because that's what they would do.
They showed up and they said, "Oh, you have things that we might need, and now we're gonna overtake the whole damn thing, and you don't have a choice about it."
No, they didn't pay. It was like a plundering.
It's not funny, but the guy was like, "Yeah, they basically just came with a cannon and said, what are you gonna do? We have a cannon."
Yeah, they go, "Oh, we like your clothes. Give them to me." All right, damn.
"Oh, we like your horses. Can we have them? Thanks."
Yeah,
and don't forget, we have a cannon. They just literally showed up to the function with a cannon.
Yeah, a cannon and thousands of people. Oh my God, my labubus are causing my leg
What
to
is
go.
so funny is no one can even see our labubus.
We have big 6-inch heels on. You guys won't even know it. The most infamous of the men mentioned was General A.P. Hill. Hill suffered from a chronic illness, gonorrhea, contracted years earlier that caused bouts of pain, fever, and swelling so severe he could barely ride a horse. Karma. Hill was drawn to Cashtown for its cool spring water, said to soothe symptoms. That spring still runs beneath the inn today, and some say the air down there feels charged, which it kind of did.
It did feel really charged. The guy took us, King Bruce. His name was Bruce. He runs the history tours here, and he took us down to the cellar, and that was the only time since we've been here that I was like, "Ooh,
this
it's
is
a little
creepy.
It's a little woozy down here." He showed us the pizza oven. He showed us where they all got decapitated.
Pizza oven.
Wait, was there not a pizza oven?
They baked like bread in it.
Oh,
I guess they could have made. You know what? They could.
I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, Morgan, you weren't paying attention. It was a crematory."
No. They could have made pizzas in it, and that was me being no. They like the pizza oven.
No, and just he was giving us a general overview of how many people went down there for medical treatment and just got their actual limbs ripped right off of them.
The full rundown of the cellar
right underneath us.
But the water is in fact down there. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it is right under us.
Right underneath us.
Ew.
And you know what's even spookier? If you happen to hear footsteps, side note, there is nothing above us. There's not
nothing.
There's not a room. There's not a floor. No. There's no one in the room next to us currently. So,
and the only thing to our left is this door that leads to a dark hallway.
A mysterious hallway that doesn't go anywhere. So, that's all I gotta say.
As battles raged in Gettysburg beginning on July 1st, 1863, the Cashtown Inn transformed into a field hospital. Wounded men were carried into the cellar where surgeons worked tirelessly and often mercilessly. With little to no anesthesia, they sawed through bone and flesh in desperate attempts to save lives. Accounts claim amputated limbs were piled so high against the basement windows that they blocked the sunlight. The smell of blood and death clung to the walls. By the end of the 3-day battle, 51,000 men were dead, wounded, or missing. Many of them passed through Cashtown. Some were carried out alive, others never left. And so
there's a very, very dark, sad, horrific, tragic history right here.
And what our
in these
amazing
walls.
Historian told us, which was very interesting, is the Battle of Gettysburg was the only 3-day battle that ever happened in the Civil War, or at the very least the first. And there was simply no supplies. And so they would use certain things like chloroform and other anesthetics to knock you out or to give you some sort of pain relief, but they simply ran out. So they were he described it, which is so nasty. But basically the way that they would amputate these arms and legs is they would have to flay the skin. So like open it, part the skin and then cut through the bone in order to get a clean cut. And then are just like rinsing the water into the little spring, rinsing their saws and be like, next. Like it was brutal.
And then after they got these mysterious procedures done, the only way they could transport around was on a wagon. A wagon is not a steady bed rest situation. Mm-hmm. You're shaken up and upside down, inside out. All of your wounds are reopening again. Because again, they ran out of all their supplies. So the stitching, he was saying,
was made out of horsehair. They were cutting off the tails of the horses, like trimming the hair and soaking the horsehair and using that as the sutures. And so in the rain and in all of the commotion, these wounds were getting like literally split apart. So it was really treacherous.
Nasty, terrifying.
I've always wondered why the Civil War had some of the most amputations. All you hear about the Civil War is all these amputations and these brutal
arms, legs, everywhere,
like medical surgeries and all this stuff. And that's because the bullets caused the bone to like shatter. And so in today we think of like a bullet hole just like going in and out, but it wasn't like that. It caused like an internal explosion, the bullets back in the Civil War. So you might get hit like in the wrist, but it would shatter your bone up to your elbow. And so they'd have to feel around for where the solid bone was
and take off all the pieces that were shattered in between. So you could get right here and your whole arm would have to go.
Yeah, I just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Today, the Cashtown Inn stands as not only a reminder of history, but also as one of the most notoriously haunted locations in all of Gettysburg. It's also known as where the Confederate Army lost the war. And that's why this place is so historic, is because the decisions made by the Army here is what historians believe led to the North winning, because they made so many missteps in Gettysburg and all the decisions made here that womp womp, they lost, which is great.
Yeah. So dark, terrible history that progressed us forward significantly.
Definitely.
But it's still horrific for all of the people who were treated like so inhumanely just because there wasn't resources.
I think what was interesting too, and I think the historian did such a great job portraying this, is you hear the Civil War and you're like, okay, that was like hundreds of years ago at this point. But he described them as boys. And he's like, because they were.
Yeah, they were young boys and they were like, you look like you're fit for this. Get in.
They were like young,
let's go,
farmer boys who just were recruited by their neighbors, really, and misguided. Absolutely misguided. But at the end of the day, they were really just kids. And so you hear about the wounded soldiers and it's like, he was like 18.
Oh yeah, they're just young boys that didn't really have a choice.
Yeah.
They were like, you look like you're fit to go to war. Let's go.
Fighting for what they believed in, not realizing what they believed in was just absolutely heinous and wrong. So it was really the history of this place. It feels like it. Like everywhere you turn, it feels old, very old.
It does feel old. I will say I really appreciate the people of Pennsylvania, because what I have gathered about this place is everyone is so passionate about you being able to learn about what happened here. As a girl who doesn't know much, I've learned a lot.
You know much. No,
I do, but I live in like Colorado. Like no one's going to Colorado being like, what is the history of Colorado? You know, we're in the East Coast, like one of the 13 original colonies up here.
Hell yeah.
So I'm learning a lot. We're experiencing things. But I will say, this is my side note, okay, because this little town, this small teeny tiny town is called Cashtown. And if you want to know why it's called Cashtown, it's because some guy walked up with his debit and credit card and said, I want to buy something. And the guy here said, we only take cash. And
cash
he said,
only.
What do you mean you only take cash? Take my credit card. And he was like, no, I'm not taking your credit card. We only take cash. And the guy was like, what is this, Cashtown? And ever since they said, you know what?
I was like, a second thought, it is. And what about it?
Fuck you. Yes, this is Cashtown. Bring your cash or get the hell out of here. And then they brought the cannons and
yeah. And they said, on second thought, no cash. We're taking over. On second thought, actually, fuck you. Fuck you. Give me your in.
Yeah, I just have to give credit to a man that was so petty that some man wanted to pay with a debit card that said, fuck you, I'm naming this Cashtown Inn so nobody gets it twisted. Anyway.
Do you want to hear about the paranormal claims?
I'm sat for this. I'm so sat for this. Although I do think now that we're getting into the wee hours of the deep dark night, I might be a little spooked. We also have our glorious REM pod behind us. If any of the spirits like to...
It's over here.
It's behind us.
Oh shit, yeah, it is right behind us.
If any of the... Not spooky. I don't know how to talk to them.
If any of the spirits
like to make their story known in this suite that we're in, The pod's right there.
Morgan is becoming quite the seasoned ghost hunter. She
Oh
really
my gosh.
is.
Well, Brooke, this is why I had to stop, because I was getting so into it and then things started happening. And then I was so invested for so long. And now it's all coming back to me that the reason that I stopped making my channel about ghosts is because I got afraid. Anyway, let's get to the paranormal claims and then we'll come back to me.
Oh my gosh. I keep hearing, I think I'm hearing things, but it's just our rings.
Oh, it's just us being chained to the bed.
Yeah.
This is such a fire hazard. Imagine there was like a disaster right now and they were like, everyone evacuate.
Girl.
Brooke is like, stand up.
Don't do this to me.
Okay.
Part 2, paranormal claims. I took this very seriously. Morgan gave me one task. I said, watch this. Okay. With a legacy built on blood and suffering, it's no surprise that the Cashtown Inn is considered one of the most haunted inns in America. Guests, staff, and even the inn's owners have all reported chilling encounters inside its walls. Paranormal activity is reported throughout the inn. Hallways echo with footsteps and sounds of boots pacing at night. Doors rattle, doorknobs turn, and guests often hear phantom knocks when no one is there. Some guests describe returning to their rooms to find their suitcases mysteriously packed.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, hello? You should see.
Hey,
no one look over
if
there.
you have a haunting of preference.
Yeah. Room 6 needs some help over here.
Room 6 needs a packing. Just so you know.
Officially on the record. Guests often hear phantom knocks when no one is there, or waking to the sensation of someone sitting on their bed. Heavy bangs, pipe tobacco smells, and the unmistakable sounds of horses stamping through the night are also common. Not horse ghosts. Oh my God.
Brooke, you know what I just thought of?
I get so scared whenever you get serious. What?
I'm not hawking loogies and picking my nose anymore. I'm like, Brooke.
When you try to get sincere, I get really scared. I go, what?
When we were trying to take our nap at 3:00, we were like, what is that commotion outside of our door? Like, because we're kind of on a shared patio with the room next to us. And then we've realized throughout the night, there is nobody staying in the room next to us, but we heard all sorts of commotion over there. And I was like, don't worry, Brooke, it's just someone checking into the next room.
Well, can I tell you what I'm like
There's no one in the
terrified
next
now that
room.
you're saying that? Because I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I saw a shadow. There was a light like coming, because it was only 3 p.m. So there was a light like coming into the wall, and I saw shadows of people walking. So I just assumed it was people walking.
Yeah, there's no one over there. There's no one in that room. That's really amazing.
Oh, fuck.
Love it.
That's nauseating. That's
And the
bad.
construction upstairs has miraculously stopped.
I
It
wish.
sounded like they were building
Were
a
we-
house above us earlier.
Did we ever film in the bathroom?
I don't think so. We were so chaotically getting ready.
We heard like pounding, like hammers and like construction. I'm like, oh, there's
dude,
construction
Bob the
upstairs.
builder was upstairs.
Yeah, Bob.
But there's
it was
no
a Fortnite build up there.
there's
Fuck.
no upstairs.
Yeah, we walk outside. We're like, oh, there's nothing connected. Okay. Specific rooms carry their own chilling reputations. AP Hill Room. It was Hill's former headquarters. Guests report the rocking chair moving on its own, legs tugged while sleeping, and sounds of someone rummaging in the bathroom only to find no one there.
If I feel someone pull my leg, all of Pennsylvania is going to know about it. That's all I have to say.
Morgan also, you know what else?
Oh my
Morgan
God, that
was
would be
doing?
my greatest revenge as the ankle grabber. They're like, joke's on you, bitch.
You know what else I forgot to tell you? So I've been so scared. Like genuinely, cameras off, I'm nervous about this whole thing. And Morgan, I've been like, Morgan, you're so brave. Like you are so brave. It's been impressing the shit out of me how brave Morgan is. Because I really thought I was going to be braver about some of this stuff. And I just haven't. I haven't been. I've been sincerely scared. And Morgan goes, no, I don't think I'm brave. Like, I just think, the cameras are on and I know what I got to do. And I think I compartmentalize. I'm like, oh, okay. She goes, no, but if the cameras weren't on, I'd be terrified. What does this girl do while we're laying in a haunted room? She pulls out the ghost hunting equipment and is doing it for the love of the game. The love of the fucking game.
If the REM pod had any sort of activity going on. And I don't get to do these things when I'm at home by myself, Brooke. So it's like a treat to have someone here with me, because if something happens, I'm like, okay, someone else has witnessed this. I would never set this shit up alone at home.
Oh, she's using the apps. She's using the REM pod. She's saying,
I bring out Spirit Talker.
Anyone here
like,
that
you got
wants,
anything to say?
literally, you want to talk to me? Pull my leg. Bitch, don't ask it to do that.
Last night I said, if you want to, you could throw something at me. Like, why did I do that?
Ella, she goes,
I don't know.
She goes, please throw something at me. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here feeling like I'm getting touched, wanting to cry. She goes, I'm jealous.
And I genuinely believe in my heart of hearts that most ghosts aren't trying to hurt us. They're trying to communicate because they have business that's left unfinished.
Yeah, I would agree.
So that's my hot take. Back to you.
Does that sound like a horse to you?
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else just heard the sound of a horse running with a wagon. Is that what you heard? Like in the room next door?
No, outside the window.
Oh, I'm a little scared now. Me, I so desperately want to interact with them. Them? Okay. Okay.
Fuck on, did you fucking...
Oh, I heard it in HD, Brooke. I heard that with like EarPod Max volume. No, it was full on.
It's like making me want to fucking throw up.
Because we just read about it?
A. B. You know what that sounded like? It sounded like horses tapping on cobblestone. And what the historian said is that's what the street used to be made out of, was like a cobblestone. It was like a stone floor.
Oh yeah, it sounded like a wagon and a horse. My heart is actually pounding and I'm really gonna try to pull it together for the hee hee ha ha of it all. But if you saw how dark it was outside, and if you saw how far away our room is separated from literally anyone and everyone, I wish we were in the main house. We're not in the main house. We're far away. Okay. Listen, I had an era where I tried to be a horse girl. Did you know that? I tried to ride a horse and then I fell off the horse and I gave up.
This is the segue.
Well, I do miss riding horses, but it did really spook me when I fell off a horse. I don't know if you've ever fallen off a horse while it was trotting. It's a little jarring.
Have you ever gotten kicked by a horse? Like cleaning its feet?
No, but I did get stepped on.
Damn
like
it.
my foot was under it when I was cleaning those little poop-filled toes. Oh, that hurt. It was not good. I'm surprised it didn't break my feet. Anyway, hey horse. We respect all horses here. Thank you for interacting.
I'm gonna pull it together.
Yeah, thank you for interacting with us and sharing your space with us.
Okay, we come in peace.
We do. We're peaceful gals.
Okay, next room.
I'm just a labubus. I don't exist.
I'm shaking. My heart's pounding. Okay. Robert E. Lee's room is perhaps the most active. Guests have fled in the middle of the night after hearing heavy breathing in the dark, feeling unseen hands touch them, and watching the rocking chair move by itself in the corner of the room. Ew.
Great.
Henry Heth's room and the bar area reports sightings of a Confederate soldier lingering in full uniform. And the General Lee's suite is said to have an old-fashioned woman who has been seen appearing and vanishing without explanation.
Great. My heart is still racing.
That was clear as day.
Do you think someone maybe just pulled in or out of the parking lot?
No. No, because it went on for too long.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, continue on.
Is that road gravel out there?
Yeah, I think it is.
That was so scary.
we're gonna keep going.
The basement remains the most terrifying. Known during the war as the operating room, visitors claim to see phantom surgeons at work bloody. In the boiler room, multiple witnesses have reported a full surgical scene playing out. 2 soldiers attending to a mortally wounded comrade before the vision fades. Paranormal experts believe this may be a residual haunting, a memory trapped in time, endlessly replaying. Other unexplained phenomena include shadowy apparitions vanishing before witnesses' eyes, loud sighs at the foot of beds, muffled conversations of men in empty rooms, and porch swings that rock steadily on windless nights. With more Confederate soldiers said to have passed through Cashtown Inn than any other building north of Richmond, it's no wonder why many believe some of them never left. Whether through history or haunting, the Cashtown Inn offers a chilling reminder that the echoes of war don't fade easily. Some battles never end. They simply shift from the physical to the spectral.
I am actually so scared right now. Can we go back to our giggle fest for a break?
Do you need a nerd gummy?
I do. Yeah. I really do. Thanks. Okay. Listen, just because I'm a little scared, I'm kind of in the mood to switch to something a little more fun.
No. Me too. I'm trying so hard to be brave right now.
You heard a noise out there, right? Like, is that what we both heard?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just making sure I wasn't the only one hearing noises on the outside of the door.
Did we lock that door?
Yeah.
Your head turned so fast.
I was just thinking, because we've learned so much history in the past few days. What history is going to be history? Because when they're explaining all of these things to us, it's like in the early 1900s or in the late,
or 1700s, like where we are now.
Yeah, just a lot of these historical things that feel so long ago to us. And in the grand scheme of things, like my mom was alive for that. My grandma was alive for that. Mm-hmm. So I'm just so curious when we are like my grandma's age, what historical landmarks are they going to be like preserving to be like, oh my God, in 2025, this is what the fuck was going on. And this is why it was crazy. And this is why it was a big deal.
Like there's like that whole meme of like, I'm so sick of living through historical times. Like historically monumental times.
They're going to be like COVID masks in a museum.
Yeah, I was thinking
There's going to have to be like a COVID museum.
Like a pandemic museum. My God.
I thought since we've learned so much history about the ghosts, we would give all of the ghosts listening an up-to-speed history lesson on all things that are popular in Gen Z. Woo!
Civil War ghosts. If you want to come listen to the show, you're invited.
Listen up, okay? And I'm going to make it speedy. I'm going to make it quick. COVID did make the list, all right?
COVID had to be on the list.
Of course it's on the list. Good morning, class. Today we turn our attention to Generation Z, a cohort born between roughly 1997 and 2012 whose influence shaped the early decades of the 21st century. And the reason that I thought we would talk about Gen Z micro trends is because we are in fact here dressed as a labubu, which is now a $1 billion
only right.
company.
What are you talking about?
Labubus have made over $1 billion this year within the past 3 months.
I'm taking your credit cards away. I'm taking them away. What do you mean?
This is a sidetrack, but social media in general is, I think now, the reason that there's so many brands that are so insanely popular to a degree that's like, how on earth did you do that? Like Labubu's making $1 billion. It's because nobody wants to be the person that's left out. Nobody.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
I don't know. I've never followed a trend in my life.
Never. I love an original thought.
Yeah, like our parents weren't on social media, so they weren't being like, oh my God, everyone has the new Park hoodie. Oh my God, everyone has the new Labubu collab.
No.
Oh my God, everyone has the new Sunny Angel. Everyone has the new Aloe set.
FOMO didn't exist because you didn't know what you were missing out on.
Yes. It's like an illusion that your life is going to be better if you have the thing that everyone else has. Anyway, listen up, ghosts. If you're wondering what's cool and hip, unlike the long-lasting cultural movements of the 20th century, Gen Z's trends were microcycles, aesthetic identities such as cottagecore, visco girl, clean girl, indie sleaze, goth girls, and these can rise and fall within months. This fragmentation was a direct result of algorithmic acceleration as online platforms rewarded novelty and constant reinvention, which is what I think is so interesting. Sorry, I'm going on a whole tangent because when you think of like our parents' time periods, you know, you're like, oh my God, that outfit is so 70s. That outfit is so 1950s. Y2K. Yeah. They're all in like the span of decades, and 60 years from now, nobody's going to figure out what the fuck is going on because the trends change within the month, each month.
I feel like
it's crazy.
It's insanity. 2010s were like the last era that you could possibly pinpoint as like an era.
Oh yeah. I wore those leggings under that Hollister skirt for years.
Yeah.
Years. I wore those Ugg boots. Oh, I wore them until there was no soles on the bottom. The like classic Ugg boots. But
what do y'all know about putting a cell phone in an Ugg boot? Did you do that in high school? We had like, because we had tons of snow, so we had like tall Ugg boots, and all the cool girls would put their phones in their Ugg boots and sneak them in class.
Trust me, I had my flip phone in my Ugg boots. But what I do find interesting about places like this is they even have like the Victorian dresses like displayed, you know, they're like everyone was wearing the Victorian dresses and that was the whole time period. So
what we're trying to say is the labubu costume will be on display as an example of fast fashion.
Well, not only that, but like 100 years from now when they're trying to make museums about the 2020s, they're not going to be like, oh, this was the time period where everyone was into X amount of style.
And I think the reason for that is, and the key, I think all of that can literally be summed up with the For You page.
Oh my God, the most haunting place on earth.
Everything is algorithmic to be suited for you. So suited, in fact, that how do you know if it's actually for you or if the algorithm is telling you who it wants you to be? And you don't know when you're being sold to. You don't know who is pushing these agendas. Everything is being filtered through this one algorithm that's really kind of, it really influences every part of your life.
Dude, that, and just imagine like a COVID-19 museum and it's like, this is what the ladies were wearing, and it's like a tie-dye t-shirt and the Nirvana Urban Outfitters big gray t-shirt with holes in it.
Or these were the TikTok sounds, and it was like spirits, do you want to see us do a TikTok dance after this? Be honest.
Do you want to see us do the 24 karat gold labubu trend or what? No, I find it so funny that all of these museums are like, the ladies wore these luxurious gowns that were hand sewn by their men. And
so many layers, they would pass out in the sun. And we're like, oh my God.
Oh my God. They're going to be like, these bitches and their high-waisted jeggings. Are you kidding me? You know kidding me?
You know what we could tell them? So we were down in the cellar with a historian who also dabbled in paranormal investigations. And we're like, wow, like there really doesn't seem to be anything like down here. And he goes, oh, well, he doesn't really like women like y'all. And we're like, oh, why is that? And he goes, well, you know, fashion was different back then. And, you know, morals were different back then. I was like, oh, so you're calling us loose women.
You're calling my horse sweater not morally correct. That's what you're trying to tell me right now.
My cropped sweatshirt and high-waisted leggings are inappropriate to the
like
Civil War.
Our Lululemon leggings? You didn't like our Lululemon Alliance? Okay.
So we're hussies.
Our museums 100 years from now, oh my God, our kids are going to be mortified. They're going to be like, our parents had no taste whatsoever. Oh my God, it's going to be like a Louis Vuitton Neverfull bag. And then it'll switch to like the Goyard one. Oh my God, the modern day women, once they got more advanced, they switched from the Louis Vuitton Neverfull to the Goyard tote. Oh my God, the Marc Jacobs tote bag. That was a moment.
That was a moment, the fuzzy one. It kind of looked like this.
It did.
So I think that is the perfect segue to what might be our final story of the night, which is what can only be described as a Gen Z horror story that Morgan and I lived in real life.
One of the most terrifying nights of our young lives.
One of the scariest stories that's ever happened to us.
And we were really young women at this time.
We were a brisk 23.
You know what's so interesting is when I was 20 to 24, I felt like I was a full-blown adult. And now looking back on those years, I was thinking, oh my God, why was I a unsupervised child running through Las Vegas?
And now look at us. Even more grown, yet so ungrown.
Can you not tell my frontal lobe is developed now? Like, seriously.
We mean business. So picture this. We're 23, Las Vegas, baby. We're there. We're looking beautiful.
Thinking that we're going to have the hoorah night of our life.
The
Brooke
time
and
of our
I,
lives.
the least party girls, you know.
Yeah. Literally.
Brooke and I,
we go, let's go to a club. We hate the club. Oh, my bad. Okay. We're going to have the best time. So
what's the opposite of the life of the party? The death of the party? That's me.
The party pooper.
Oh, I am. Next Halloween, I'm going to make merch that says death of the party.
And mine will say party pooper. We're in Vegas. We're looking cute. And someone says,
we have our mini skirts on.
Mini skirts.
It's summer.
Bras.
It's June.
No one can touch us. Air conditioning, high as all hell. We're feeling good. We're feeling fresh. Shots have been taken. It's time to go. Someone goes, who wants to take a mirror selfie? We do. Duh.
In our 23-year-old brains, after 4 shots, we thought we looked better in the mirror, and then we saw the photo and we were like,
well, you know, with a mirror selfie, it's what makes or break it is the lighting. And God, bathroom lighting in Vegas is terrible. So
terrible.
We take this mirror selfie. Morgan's right. We actually didn't say anything. We just kind of went on with our night.
Okay. And I want you to picture a triple stacked Uber, 3 rows. I'm talking.
Yes.
We have one boy in the front seat. We have our lost friend and another boy in the middle seat. And then I'm like, I'm going to go to the back. And Brooke's like, I'm not going to make you sit in the back row
Hell
alone.
no.
So Brooke and I are in the back row alone. And you know how clammy and cramped it is back there. We are huddled together.
No one
fighting
wants
for
to
our
be
lives.
in the back row, but
No.
we were there.
No, we were there. But the benefit of being in the back row is that you can kind of like
You can be a
peek
spy.
over. You can peek over other people's shoulders. Okay,
Yeah.
so I see out of my little eye, I spy with my little eye a reflection in the window. Okay, this girl is working,
Going to Toontown, baby.
to Toontown face app attack on this mirror selfie, and I'm thinking, oh dear Lord, is that mirror selfie gonna see the light of day?
Wow.
We've all done it. Okay, I'm
We've
not
all
here to
done it.
say that I've never Toontowned a photo. I'm
No.
not here to say that I've never
Listen.
paid for the yearly face app fee.
So surely everyone knows the courtesy of editing a fuck ass
Thinking
picture.
about Tana Mojo Gate.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Don't call me outright. Do not leave me out of this. Leave me out of this.
Oh, speaking of when we all first learned about face app.
Okay, first rule, you never go above Hollywood 3 on 2. Or Hollywood 4 on 2. That's the first rule, okay? The second rule.
No, we've all. I don't think you. If
Listen.
you tell me that you've never posted a horrifically Facetune photo on your Instagram with full confidence, you are lying. I've posted things with bent ass poles, floors warping into walls,
Hurricanes happening in the background.
Oh my God. I have caused natural disasters on Instagram. You wonder why I had to take a break for so long?
Yeah.
The world wasn't ready for my attack.
So
Anyway,
that's the first
so
rule.
we're not judging her for
Yes.
face tuning. We're thinking in the back, oh, is she going to let us go to town
because
on us?
the rule of thumb is don't go
unspoken
overboard.
rule.
You got to recognize yourself, girl. And the second rule is if you're gonna Facetune yourself, you better be generous with the group. You better, at the very least, put a Hollywood 4 on 1, a hair volume on 1, at the very fucking least.
At the very least, you need to pass the phone around and be like, I edited my face, you do
Yes.
you. I like to let people perceive themselves how they want to be perceived. Okay?
Absolutely.
So we're thinking she's going to follow the unspoken rule. She's going to pass that phone back here and say, hey, I gave myself a little blur. Would you like to blur? And I would be like, oh, give me that. A
Give me that.
23-year-old me
Are
would be
you
like,
joking? Come
pass
here.
that thing back here. Okay.
Give me some more.
So I'm thinking, oh, she's so nice for that. She's looking out for us.
She
Okay.
knows that picture looks awful and needs some help. She's gonna help out the group.
Yeah,
is what she's thinking.
No, well, she knows that when we saw the photo, we gave an audible, ugh,
And Morgan does that sometimes. She'll look at a post. She goes, don't you dare post. Delete. Delete that right now. So help me God. Okay. So I get a little nudge in the back of the taxi. I'm thinking, who's going to throw up? All right. We're 23 in Vegas. Who's throwing up?
Oh.
And she goes,
no, it's nothing scary.
Look, it's scarier. We watched this girl go top left corner. Save image.
Within the minute, I hear a little zzz, a little zzz. I feel a little zap between my legs. My phone is vibrating. It said, your dear friend has tagged you in a post. Oh,
you're kidding me.
Imagine the rage when we're a little bit drunk. Imagine the terror in our eyes when we see our friend has tagged us in a post.
She's looking
like
bold,
Victoria's
glamour
Secret angel.
She's looking bold glamour filter tuned to the gods. We look like actually so scary.
She says the Raja Peg.
You guys, yeah. You guys, it was really, really, really scary.
No, it was like such a bad photo that anyone who saw the photo would be like, wow, you look gorgeous. Your friends were not ready for this photo. Like, have you ever seen the photos on Instagram where people post them and you're thinking, that was really mean of you? Because we all know that you look good and your friend was not ready for that photo, and that automatically makes me not trust you as a person.
You know
if you're
what
willing
every
to
time?
throw your friend under the bus to post a good photo of you, I don't trust you.
Oh, and you know what? And that is it's an annual occurrence on every bitch's birthday. Because you know that every girl's going through their camera roll and the pictures they look good in with their friend, they're posting those.
You know how much a friend loves a friend based on, are they going to make their friend look good in their friend's birthday post? Or are they going to make themselves look good in their friend's birthday post? When we got FACETUNE gated, I was like, wow, that is a version of a Gen Z crime.
It was a Gen Z horror story.
I will notice things, but I won't make a peep about it. I'll just have my little eyeglasses on. I'm like the emoji with the one eyeglass. Like, you don't think I'm watching, but I am out of one eye, bitch.
She clocked it. You know what we moved on from too quickly?
What? Gigglegate?
The horse,
Tana Mojo Gate?
horse noises outside.
Please tell them about Tana Mojo Gate. Okay, I just thought I caused natural disasters with my Instagram FaceTune.
No, we could tell them. Basically, I edited a photo of this. Is like I had just found out what FaceApp was.
It was fresh on the market. It was maybe 2022. It was
21.
New. Yeah.
It was 21 in Chicago.
Yeah. And we were young. Our frontal lobes weren't developed yet.
23.
I am not throwing you under the Brooke. Whoa. I'm not throwing you under the bus, Brooke, because I have committed crimes.
No, it's
on
actually very
FaceTune.
funny. So I didn't realize one of the cardinal rules with FaceApp is you have to edit with brightness all the way fucking up. If the brightness is not all the way up, you don't know what you're doing. You're literally shooting in the dark. So I edit this photo of me and my two sisters, and I literally think nothing of it. I save it. I'm like, wow, like I did the damn fucking thing. That was so easy. God, where was this app when I was in high school? Oh my God. And I don't think anything of it for like 2 weeks. And Morgan comes to visit me in Chicago, and she hadn't seen me in a while, and she hadn't seen my sisters in a very long time. So she was asking about my sisters. I was like, oh, like, she said, oh, how are they doing? I said, great. Actually, they look a lot different now. Like I just took a picture with them not too long ago, and I pull up the picture. She goes, when did Reese and Kate meet Tana Mojo?
It was not a drag.
That shit back and went, that's me. I went, that's me. The car went silent. She goes, are you sure? Like, are you positive? So what I'm trying to say is me and Tana used the same filter. Girl, it's okay. But yeah.
A Hollywood 3 knows a Hollywood 3, and I've been a Hollywood 3.
I'm reformed, you guys. I'm reformed. I look like myself in my photos. And I learned you can't face app in the dark.
That is a universal experience, I believe. We've all learned, oh my God, we can make our waist smaller, and we went a little too far with it, and then we realized, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Can't cause tsunamis anymore.
No. But oh my gosh, I think I have a story to tell.
Okay.
That I really want to tell here for some reason. I'm feeling the inspo.
Go on, girl.
I was telling Brooke, I baited her with a story this morning because as I was getting into it, I was like, I used to be obsessed with looking for ghosts and telling everyone all my little ghost stories and it was my whole bit for a very long time that I was like a ghost girl, right? Then I started like experiencing things, and then I thought, oh my God, I am inviting ghosts into my life. Like I'm basically saying, pick me. I'm right here.
Me,
Let me in. We have recently noticed that Shane's old house that we all lived in at one point. Okay, that the house that he used to do the spooky food videos in. Oh my God. We'll have to tell you more stories about this house. It was the most terrifying house of all time. I loved that house though. Some of my best lifelong memories are in that house. And we realized, OMG, not only has it been fully renovated, but it's for sale. Okay. And I hadn't thought about that house in so long just because it's been so many years since any of us were there. And there was a whole drama at the end. It got infested with rats and
rats.
I don't know if they ever said that online.
You heard it here
my
first.
God, dude. We were kind of nasty. There was like a snack drawer in the kitchen that we just had filled with like Trader Joe's cheddar rockets and Cheez-Its and Susie cakes. And there was a scandal one day where we came down to the kitchen and I opened the snack drawer and there was not a mouse, not a little cutie mouse, a rat. A rat the size of my hand going to town on my Cheez-Its. And that is how they started getting away from that house.
Los Angeles rats are different. They're different.
Oh my God. No,
it was huge.
One of the biggest critters that I've ever seen. I was so terrified in my Cheez-Its, in my personal box of Cheez-Its. And then their whole house was infested with rats. Then they had to move. Okay. But then I started having all of these memories flash back about this house. Right. And Shane will give you all his spiel. We should let him spiel his spiel one day about all the things that he experienced in that house. But when I first moved in, he was like, there's a ghost here. And I was like, yeah, whatever. That sounds like air conditioning.
But the air conditioning's off.
Yeah, you're right. It is off. It's a nice windy night. I've always been like a go to bed at 9 or 10 girl. Me and my brother are like go to bed early girls, right? So we would always go to bed and then Shane would stay up until, I don't know, the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, I feel like he's such a night owl kind of guy.
I think a bug just flew.
It did.
So
I've never heard this.
My Los Angeles roots is I lived in that guest room that they had on the main floor on an air mattress for almost 8 months, I think. And Jesus. I can fall asleep anywhere. I am not a picky sleeper and I did not mind the air mattress whatsoever. I don't even think I ever was like, God, I live on an air mattress. It was not until my brother surprised me with a mattress that I got off the air mattress because I was fine with it. Okay. I kind of liked it.
You're an easy girl to please.
So the house is set up that there's like the living room and then there was one step up to another little living room and my door was kind of on the main floor. Okay. And then 2 rooms were on the main floor and then their primary bedroom was up that spiral staircase, if you recall the house whatsoever. So Shane would always be up until 4 a.m. and he would always be editing on the couch in the living room, which was like adjacent to my door because my brother was upstairs sleeping and there was only one room upstairs. So me and Shane are on the main floor around the hours of 3 a.m. I'm sleeping and I'm a pretty deep sleeper. And he started telling me this foolish story that I was like, I don't believe you. Like, I honestly think that you're just trying to like, as my other brother would say, he's trying to tug at my tail and get like a rise, like tell me a spooky little story. We're going ghost hunting soon, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh my God, this has never happened ever. But I've noticed like the past few nights, like, do you get up and wiggle your door at all? I was like, what? On what planet?
Why would I do that?
On what planet would I be getting up in the middle of the night to go and wiggle my door? And keep in mind, he's sitting on the couch 20 feet away so he can see my door. And it's like a wood frame door, but it's kind of like, what's the glass?
It was like a see-through glass.
No. It's like, What's the glass that you
Fluted?
can't see through?
Fluted glass.
It was like a fluted glass door, so you can't see through it. And I was
But
like,
you can see light through it.
Yeah. So he's giving me this horror story saying, I don't know what energy you brought here, but every morning around the same time at like 3:20 a.m., that door starts rattling and like the doorknob shakes as if you're trying to get out of the door. What are you doing in there? And I'm like, dude.
At what point is he telling you this? Is it like daylight when he's telling you this?
Oh, yeah. He's telling me this, like, what are you doing there at like 3 a.m.? Like, are you up? Are you editing? What are you doing in there? I'm like, oh, I'm fast asleep. No, you couldn't find a peep out of me. And the bathroom was in the room, so it's not like I'd exit the room for any reason. Okay, so I think he's crazy. I think he's telling me a folk tale. The next night, now that I'm aware, I wake up and I can hear the doorknob rattling. Like I can hear it.
Up.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I look at the time and it's like 3:20 a.m. And I hear him and he's out there editing with his like editing partner at the time, right? And I hear them, and because I'm awake for the first time when it's happening, and he's like, that's it. That's the door shake. And I'm like, so I sprint to my feet and I'm like, oh my God. I heard it. I effing heard it. And I'm like standing at the door and I'm like, did you guys hear that? And they were like, you did that. I was like, no, I didn't do that. But it woke me up. It was so loud. And then it kept happening.
Did you like erupt in tears or like?
No, I never felt like scared about the ghost that was there. But okay, so keep in mind, the door is rattling every single night on the dot at like 3:20 a.m. Okay, and we're all hearing it, and now it's a thing that we're all aware of that it's gonna happen.
So
okay.
Ryland's involved in this at this
Oh my
point.
God, yeah, but he doesn't believe us. He never believes us. That's why I kind of wish that he would want to come to one of these things, because he'd be like, you guys are crazy. It's just the wind. We get to a point where they say, okay, Shane and Ryan are going to go on a vacation to Cabo. They're going to leave you here. And I'm like, oh God, you're going to leave me in here? You're going to leave me here.
And so that's the first time you're alone in the house. For an extended period of time.
I was not going to stay there alone. I was like, I am not sleeping in this house alone. So I phone in Trinity and I say, oh, Trinity, you better get to this house.
Reinforcements.
Yeah. So Trinity comes in to help watch the haunted house with me while my brother and Shane are away. Keep in mind, I live on an air mattress. So I'm like, okay, Trin, we're going to sleep on the couch in the living room. We're going to move ship. We're going to sleep. And then we can watch TV like before bed. We both wake up in the middle of the night and we're laying on the couch. And keep in mind, it's like everything's on one level. So the kitchen is on the other side of the wall to my right. And I hear loud as day someone rustling around in the kitchen. And I am like, so if the couch is an L, I'm laying like this and Trinity is laying like this with her feet near my head. So I grab Trinity's feet and she gives me like a wiggle, like I'm awake, like I hear that too. But both of us are thinking, oh my God, there is somebody in this house. We're gonna die. Like, what are we gonna do? There's no lights on. You can hear like kitchen cabinets opening and closing, everything. And that is the most scared that I've ever been in my entire life, because I am just laying on the couch thinking, this is the night that we die. My brother is not going to know what happened to us. It's the ghost that's rattling my doorknob now, out and about, wondering where Shane is. They're probably angry that he left. Okay. I cannot even tell you how crystal clear this was. And this is the reason that I stopped making ghost videos. Because
this is the reason?
Yes. I was thinking to myself, like, I am inviting this stuff into my life because I have never been so scared ever. And Trinity is there as my witness, okay? Because we're both like, I'm holding her foot like, oh my God, these are our final moments before we go. I hear this ghost pull out the box of cereal, and it sounds so like dead ass, so clear as day, like somebody is pouring a box of cereal. Like they're making a little meal. They're going to sit down, have a little mukbang. It is so aggressively loud and obnoxious. And eventually I'm like, oh my God, I don't think there's anyone in there. But I was so frozen. I'm like, I'm not fucking getting up.
No.
I'm not walking over there. I'm not going to fuck around and find out, because what if they think, oh my God.
And what if it is a person? What if
that's
it
what I'm
is?
saying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to walk over there, because I'm thinking, oh my God, they saw that my brother and Shane are in Mexico. They're probably thinking, hell yeah, free range.
Yeah.
Not thinking, oh, they probably hired a house sitter to make sure that no criminals come in, and the house sitters are two 20-year-olds that are scared for their lives. Okay. So I am paralyzed in fear, laying on the couch, and I kid you not, I stay awake until the daylight because I cannot move. And then it becomes daylight, and I'm like, okay, I haven't heard a sound.
So how long did the sounds go on for? Like that?
It was maybe like a 10-minute thing.
Yeah.
And then I was awake all night, and after hours of not hearing another sound, I go over there, and there's nothing. There's nothing. There's jack shit nothing. And Trinity was like, maybe it was the AC. Keep in mind, the house is frigid, so cold, because I didn't know how to turn on the AC. And I was like, I don't want to bother them on vacation. I'm not even going to ask. I'm like 19. I'm like, well, it's fine. We'll be fine. So I'm like, oh my God, it wasn't the AC, because the AC wasn't on. And that was the scariest night of my entire life. And that's the reason that I stopped doing ghost videos, because I feel like once you start talking about them, it invites them into your life. And now I'm getting scared again, because I'm like, oh my God, am I inviting them back?
No, you say you're not invited.
You're not invited.
You're
welcomed in context to stay at your own home. And when I leave, you may not follow me.
No, you may not follow me.
This is your home. You must stay here.
You must.
But that's my best ghost story, is that I heard a man pouring a box of cereal after they rattled my door for weeks in that house.
So did the rattling stop after that?
I think it would happen like sporadically, but it was never like because I think we like left pretty shortly after that. But Shane would say crazy shit about that house. He'd be like, my treadmill moved to the other side of the room. We'd have to ask him. I'm not a verifiable resource, but we'll have to ask him.
If he tells me that a treadmill moved across the room, I'm going to fucking throw up.
We'll have to phone a friend.
Holy shit.
Crazy business.
Wow.
I thought I was going to have an absolute meltdown before this started, and I've actually had a really wonderful and amazing time with you all today. Thank you for being here, Miss Perry.
It was fun together.
It was a rough setup. Okay, figuring out how you're going to set all this shit up in a random room that you've never been to before at midnight in a labubu costume, it's a little jarring, but we did it.
Yes, we did
came
it.
And we conquered.
We saw we conquered. And
Halloween is my favorite holiday. I'm having so much fun.
Halloween has been so fun. This is the second thing that we've done so far, and it's just been
a hoot and a half.
It's been a journey. I will say, I am so scared to watch this footage back and to hear the fucking horse sounds.
Footsteps. Even worse, no one can hear us, but we both know that we heard it.
I'm like, really? Okay. We have to.
I feel like it's just like the building.
Yeah.
What did you hear?
Are we going to ghost hunt after this?
Tonight?
I don't know.
I think tomorrow.
Okay.
Why did my chest just get like heavy? Okay. I think the lights just died.
Yeah, the fully charged light.
Mm-hmm. Why am I getting scared like right now? What just happened? Why did the vibe just change? Did they not like my ghost story? I could tell a different one. We could talk about you if you want.
Oh my God. Y'all,
you're welcome to touch the REM pod.
This has been the Labubu pod. We hope you enjoyed. I'm going to talk to Morgan and see if I can get her to do a little ghost hunting for the vlog.
While we're fully dressed and in full Labubu drag.
And we haven't shown y'all our boots.
No, the way. Okay, Brooke, if a horse ghost walks in here, the way that I could.
Wait, I want to
the way that I could step on somebody's
Let me
neck
unhook
with
myself
this.
so they can see the boots.
Oh, you gotta stand up for us. Oh, hey, what does it sound like when I'm double mic'd up? Show us those boots. Oh, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is not something you can get at Boot Barn. This is something that is only a Labubu exclusive. If you want to be a Labubu just like us, this is not sponsored, so we're not going to tell you where the fuck to go unless Dollskill wants to sponsor the sip. That was you. It was you. It was you. Oh my God. My heart just literally started going 4,000 miles an hour. I thought I was going to have a stroke. We've had a very pleasant experience with all of you here tonight at the Cashtown Inn. If you are interested in our ghost experiences in Gettysburg, feel free to check out the vlog. Yeah. And feel free to check out Brooke on any socials that she may have. We'll link them below.
Thanks.
I'm going to bully her into becoming a everythinger.
She keeps going, you should start a YouTube channel. That's a threat. That's a threat.
I think everyone should start a YouTube channel. I think it's the most amazing thing on earth. Come on.
All right, fine.
Tube with me. Get in my tube.
Get in the tube. We're going downstream. Get in the tube.
The damn tube.
Get in the tube.
Well, cheers, everyone. It is
Good
a
night.
solid 1:30 a.m. here in rural Gettysburg,
And we've
Pennsylvania.
successfully scared the shit out of ourselves. So how we're going to sleep tonight, I don't know.
We're already sleep deprived. We might as well keep the trend going.
Can we watch like Disney or something before bed?
Yeah, like Ratatouille or something.
When the moon meets your eye.
They should make a Halloween one called Batatouille.
Do you know what they're making? A second Ratatouille. Yep, just announced.
All right.
Heard it here first.
Stay tuned for our review of Ratatouille 2. We love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in to PODOWEEN.
Good night.
This is your reminder to dress up with a Labubu as your friend and go to your local inn
This is your
to get
reminder
scared for your life.
To order your Labubu costumes so they get there in time. Halloween is on a Friday this year, bitches. Get in. Lock in. You have no excuse. This is your reminder. Get your Labubu costume now. I don't want to see no costumes on Halloween.
That's a threat.
That's a threat. That's a threat.
Okay, we're going to go run with the horses all night. Bye. Bye, girls.